Welcome to the podcast that talks about online dating and relationship advice. Is the grass really greener on the other side? We will find out. Eventually, we will cover why we think we have to settle when in a relationship. We will also discover how to really come together to find the loving relationship we deserve to be in. In this episode, we're going to talk about going out on that date with a potential person that you're interested in. We realize that online dating can be overwhelming. Online dating is not all bad, and this forum is not meant to discourage you to try online dating. We will also cover bad dates in this episode, and if you are offended easily, then this podcast is not for you. There will be language and sexual content involved. Now we're back with Lisa.
Hi, nice to see you again.
And I'm here with you talking. Okay, so we talked about creating a profile online. We discussed the ins and outs. We talked about the difficulty in just talking with somebody or having that contact. And we did touch about some of the dates that I've been on. Like we described Chin Lady. And then, let's see, what was the other one that we talked about?
The cabin in the woods, but she's not a date.
No, she wasn't really a date.
She was a friend, yeah, okay.
We talked about the married lady.
Married lady.
If you remember that one.
I do remember her. Mm-hmm.
So
she had a problem with your age, as I recall. Or you're lying about your age.
Yeah, and she was divorced when she said she was single on her profile. Right. So we talked about does age really matter? And I mean, maybe it does for some people, maybe it doesn't. Mm-hmm. It is what it is.
It is what it
when
is.
You're dealing with online dating.
That's right. Yes.
Should I talk about another one of my dates, or you want to talk about one of yours?
You go first.
Of course.
I'm interested. I want to hear. We all want to hear.
So I went on this one date.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember how old she was.
Okay.
But she was cute. She had a nice body. Okay. She was, I don't know how you say this, but I don't know if African American, is that the appropriate word nowadays, or am I not?
God only knows. I would say that seems appropriate to me. Mm-hmm. So she was African American.
Yeah, I don't know if people are going to get offended now.
I certainly hope not.
Because I think that's a bad word now.
Yeah, it could be. We'll find out.
But, I'm a white guy.
Right, I noticed that.
For real?
I did.
Oh.
I'm very observant. One of my better qualities.
Okay, so we went out on a date. Well, first, we had a nice discussion. We talked about our life. We talked about how difficult, dating is in this era.
Uh-huh.
We talked about all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we got together and we decided to eat at this restaurant called Melt.
I'm familiar. Very good.
And this particular restaurant, they make a bunch of fancy, unique sandwiches.
Yeah, grilled cheese, as I recall, is the basis.
Yeah, that's the key is the cheese, I guess. Mm-hmm. But every dish doesn't really have cheese in it.
Is that right?
Yeah, and they just introduced like mac and cheese where they didn't have that before.
Wow, that sounds delightful.
So that was new. So, I'm seeing her walking towards the door, and I'm going towards the door because I'm waiting in my car. I don't want to go in without her.
Yeah. You met there. So you met there.
Yeah,
okay, you met there.
So we met there.
Okay.
We're walking to the door. I actually opened the door for her, and she walks in, and I say, table for two, and we go to our table.
Okay.
She almost expressed that she likes the man to take control.
Oh.
So
that's a little dominance.
Oh, not really.
Oh. What's take control mean?
Well, see, I got the idea where, she wanted me to order for her, so to say.
Oh, so, okay, that's like old school. There's nothing wrong with that. It's nice. That's interesting.
I don't think she was she wasn't an older lady either.
That's old school behavior, though, in a way. In my opinion. Yeah, kind of. Everybody's about female empowerment, so.
Yeah. Well, then I dig a little bit deeper, and she goes, well, I'm thinking of getting the fried green tomato sandwich.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
And I'm like, well, I've been here before, and I know that when they deep fry the fried green tomatoes or any vegetable. They kind of dry it out in this particular restaurant, so I don't recommend it. So I suggested the appetizer, and she goes, "Oh, okay. Well, let's try the appetizer."
Yeah.
And the appetizer comes, and she eats and takes a bite, and she says, "Oh, yeah, you're right. So I'm going to get chicken and waffles."
Okay.
And I'm like, "Oh, that's good. I've never had that before. At least they're chicken and waffles."
Right.
But it's to me, it comes in a little bit differently because I'm expecting the waffles to be the bread in
That's
the chicken.
What I would think. Yeah.
But what they did was there's chicken, and then there's waffles on either side of the chicken, and then there's the bun on either side of the chicken.
Wow.
So bread on bread on breaded chicken.
Carb overload.
Yeah. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think she ate the bread, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
So, we built a good rapport. We had a couple of laughs, and I go, well, after our date, I was planning on going to the store to get some pants. And she goes, "Oh, you're going shopping? Can I come with you?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay, if you want to come with me." So I expected, she's really into me. If she wants to
tag along while you're shopping for jeans.
Yeah, she wants to tag along. I'm like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
So she's interested in me.
Sure.
We end the date. I pay for everything, and I open the door as usual, and we go down because this is in a shopping center.
Okay.
So we go down a couple stores, and we walk in, and I pick out some jeans, and I wanted to find jeans that would actually accentuate my butt.
Enhance. Show off, if you will. You do have a nice butt.
So, some people would say I have no butt or a flat butt.
Really?
Yeah, well, it probably depends on the jeans that I wear.
Huh. Interesting. Maybe. Okay. That's not what I see when I look at it. And I do, by the way.
Oh. Oh, okay. So
back on track.
So,
your jeans. You pay for the date. I'm
Yeah,
here to remind you and keep you awake.
we're-
Don't doze off on me.
we're in the store.
Yeah.
I pick out some jeans because I never had jeans that had elastic incorporated in it, so it actually hugs your butt.
Oh, intriguing.
Because I'm used to like the Levi's, 550s,
Relax
fit. Because
Very stylish.
I have more muscular legs, so I need a thicker pant.
You have said that twice now. I have noticed.
Well, no, it's just hard for me because I can't wear like the slim jeans or anything else like some of the guys wear.
Yeah, your legs are not slim. They're not skinny. Right.
Yeah.
They're muscular. I'm following.
So I had to try them on. I mean, I don't just grab jeans and then, okay, I'm done because I know what size I am. So I try them on, and, I kind of come out and ask her, "Oh, so what's your opinion about these jeans?" And she goes, "Yeah, I like them." And then she goes into her dressing room and she shows off her jeans that she picks out and her outfit. And she goes, "Hey, how do you like it?" And, we just have fun with that.
And she was fun, obviously. She's shopping with you on a first date. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's fun. Well, I like that. I'm a fan so far. So far, I like where this is going. This is a good story. So far.
So she buys her outfit and whatever she gets, and then I buy my pants that I need.
Yeah.
And then we head out to the car, and she goes, "I had a great time." And I said, "Yeah, I had a good time too." And then we leave it at that.
Okay. Did you kiss or anything like this?
No kiss.
No
nothing.
kiss.
Well, she gave me a hug.
Oh, okay. And you were attracted to her, would we say?
Yeah, she was okay.
Okay, she was okay.
I just need to know more about her personality and her.
Right.
Okay, so we part ways, and maybe 10 or 15 minutes later, I'm the oddball, and I just text her, and I go, "Well, how'd your date go?"
Cute. That's clever. Cute.
Not really. I felt like an idiot when she didn't respond.
Oh, she didn't respond. Ooh, that's a kiss of death.
So maybe that's my dry humor. I don't know if that's dry humor.
Yeah, that would be dry humor.
So I was just trying to be funny, I guess. And it's not working.
It didn't pan out for you.
No, not at all. Okay. So I do the normal thing, and the next morning I say, "Hey, good morning," and that's all I said. I don't want to assume that she didn't like me anymore. Maybe she doesn't text and drive, or maybe she got distracted, and
Right.
maybe this, maybe that.
Yeah, a lot of maybes.
So I didn't think anything of it.
Mm-hmm.
The next minute later, she texts me back, and she goes, well, I don't think we're a good match because you didn't buy me any clothes.
Oh. Oh, so she's wanted a sugar daddy. That's what she thought, maybe?
Well,
Something?
maybe.
Maybe not initially, but when you said you're going shopping, she thought, oh, ding, ding, ding. He wants to buy me clothes.
Yeah. And
One
I go,
could surmise.
well, I tell her, it wasn't your birthday, it wasn't a holiday, this was our first date.
First date.
And everything else.
Uh-huh.
And she explained that I wanted a man to take care of me. And you didn't do that. You weren't the gentleman to pay for my clothes.
Oh, geez.
So I don't think that we're a good fit.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay.
I don't think so either, is what I would have said. Buy your own damn clothes.
I don't know, but was I wrong to not do that?
No. Of course not. She's not your girlfriend. You're not dating. It's a first fucking date. That's so bizarre to me.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
yeah. No, that's weird. No.
It kind of makes you second guess. Where you have so many date failures like I have and not getting anywhere. It's like, what am I doing wrong?
Well, there's nothing in that scenario for sure. I mean, doesn't mean you haven't made wrong turns, but I don't think you did anything wrong there, certainly. You bought her lunch. You had a good time.
Yeah, I think I had a good time.
And honestly, if you would have purchased her clothing, then from there on out, she would have wanted you to buy every single thing. Ever.
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Because she would have had some kind of thought of you in some kind of way.
I mean, I wouldn't have minded if we were in a relationship, but we weren't even close to that.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's an odd one. That's an odd one. Huh. And I'm assuming that was the end of that.
Yeah, I never... Well, actually, that wasn't quite the end of it. I mean, I haven't heard from her for maybe 3 months, and then all of a sudden, she texted me pictures of her trying on other outfits.
Okay.
And I go, okay, so why are you texting me this? And she goes, oh, sorry, I sent this to the wrong guy. So
no.
she still had my number. She didn't block me or anything?
She didn't send it to the wrong guy. No, that was intentional. Fully unintentional.
Really?
Oh, God, yeah. Of course.
Why would you do that?
How often do you send a text to someone that you didn't mean to text? Does that happen? Is that a thing?
I did it a couple times by accident.
I mean, it's possible. Intoxicated or something. During the day, she's trying on clothes. No. Plus, if you hadn't spoken with her in a period of time, your text, hypothetically, would be down in her phone, correct?
Yeah.
Unless she doesn't text anybody.
That's what I would think, yeah.
So she had to seek you out. She had to scroll in her phone.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, I know so. And what's the motivation would be the question at hand.
Yeah, that's it's like, why would she...
I think the motivation would be
bother?
to be like, I'm hot, fuck you, I guess.
No, she
I look good in clothes. You could have bought me some. I don't know. Like, who knows? I'm sure that was a head scratcher.
Yeah, a little bit.
And you didn't follow up with. She sent you the picture, said, "Oops, wrong person."
Yeah, she did.
Oops, and then you just went bye. That was the last text.
Yeah.
No follow through.
No follow. I didn't really care to entertain that at all.
Oh my goodness gracious. That's up there. That's an odd one. Do we know how old she was, did you say? Curiosity.
I don't remember. Probably in her 30s.
Oh, so she was kind of young-ish. Huh. One never knows what's going on in someone's mind.
Yeah, true.
And people don't communicate it, so...
Yeah, that's
we
the
have
whole
to make
thing.
podcasts about it. That's why.
It's like, communicate what you really want.
Yeah.
Instead of be, what is it? Passive-aggressive.
Passive-aggressive, yes. So let's just say this. Let's just say she would have, for devil's advocate, what if she had texted you and said, after the date, I'm really disappointed that you didn't buy my clothes. I mean, you don't have to, but it would have been nice. Like, would you have felt differently about it or no? Same thought process.
A little bit.
If she would have been gentle about it in her delivery.
I would have been more on the friend zone because I would have been turned off of dating her.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and if you're in the friend zone with me, you're not out of that friend zone.
Never, ever?
Never, ever.
Wow.
I mean, I've had people actually come to me a couple times where they wanted to date me, but then we never went on that date. And then all of a sudden, maybe years later,
yeah,
I see them again. And they go, we should date. And I'm like, well, I wasn't your first pick, so I don't want to be
After the fact?
your second choice.
Sort of thing.
It's like, oh, well, I might as well date this guy. I mean, that's my thinking, even though I probably shouldn't.
Well,
and maybe they're in a different place in their life.
That's what I'm going to say to you. I'm going to retort that with, yeah. I mean, who knows where they were initially, mentally.
But you already gave me a bad taste in my mouth with how you reacted and everything else. And either you ghosted me and not give me a reason, or I know I shouldn't be expecting any reason whatsoever on why people leave.
Right, because 99% of people just don't do it. I mean, they don't give you a reason. So why try to guess, right?
But if you liked me and we could have still had some rapport and a friendship, if you wanted to keep in contact.
Sure.
You don't contact me, 2 months later or even 10 years later and say, oh, we should date again.
Right. I agree.
There's already that bad taste where you didn't like me initially, and it's almost like, okay, well, this guy is a nice guy and he's still friendly and he's still the same guy he always was, because I just made bad choices of dating the wrong guys or something, and it just, I don't know.
Well,
Just
what
puts
about
a
this?
bad taste in my mouth.
I mean, I understand that, but what if it's just yeah, I guess that makes sense. I was going to say, like, you don't know where people are mentally, physically, they're whatever. But at the same time, if they're not really feeling you at that time, maybe they're feeling someone else. So that's where you're saying, well, it wasn't for your first choice. You're assuming there was someone else. Or
Yeah,
someone else has their attention.
But what's wrong with being friends?
Nothing.
And keeping that,
Nothing. Keep that
if
rapport.
if you enjoy somebody's company, then just, it's like we're better off as friends, and I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Happens all the time.
It's not like, well, I don't like you anymore. Let's not talk to you and ignore you.
Yeah, but that is hard for women. That's I mean, not for this woman, but it's definitely a hard thing for women to just have that separation. And I feel like women, generally speaking, may have the mentality like, you don't want me in that way? Okay, well, fuck you. Well, anyways, I mean, that could be my mentality.
Well, no, I also see the other side where women have the mentality of, if I show interest, then I don't want you stalking me.
Well,
And I just want to be friends, and they're thinking that men can't do that.
can't do what?
Can't be friends with women.
Oh God. Well, that's certainly not true. I mean,
With some women, there are.
Well,
that is
sure.
true.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
I mean, I have a couple of women that says all men are cheaters and liars all the time, and they don't have men friends. So they just get rid of them.
They're missing out. That's on them. They have some issues. Well, I would say, though, I mean, I have tons of men friends. The majority of my friends are men. Would I say they all want me in some capacity sexually? Yes, I would say that. Absolutely. No, but that's just truth. That doesn't mean anything. It's neither here nor there. It doesn't mean I'm going to have sex with them. But I'm also a kick-ass friend and a good person, so it's definitely possible.
Well, see, that's the whole point, where the men that surround in your circles, they always hope for the potential that it could be something.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely.
And a lot of women just don't want that.
Yeah, I mean, I would if there's nothing wrong with a man friend. It's a good perspective. It's different. It's good to have that in your life. If you're not open to that, then you're missing out. That's how I see it. Missing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have women friends. It's a different perspective, correct?
Yeah, but they know that I'm clearly not interested in them.
Right. Okay.
I'm just strictly,
Friends.
we're just friends.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe, I continue to see that maybe I'm an oddball.
Oh, you're definitely an oddball.
So are you.
No fucking doubt about it. Fuck you. I'll fuck you up. Well, that's probably why we get along, right? We have endless conversation about everything and nothing at all.
Yeah, we do, which is kind of rare because I don't talk a lot.
You don't. That's very true. That's a good balance, though. You need that, right? Every Howard needs his Robin, right? It's a balance. But are you Robin or am I Robin?
Wait a minute. Every Howard needs. Oh, you mean Howard Stern?
Yeah.
And Robin. Okay.
Sure.
I know what you're talking about now. It's like,
that was quite the perplexed look.
You said Robin, and I'm thinking Batman and Robin. It's like where's Howard? Like what?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
It's like Robin's a mute?
Monotone.
Oh, whatever.
Now where do we go? That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, I mentioned a lot of my dates. So what about you?
Well, I was thinking about it since our last conversation, and I don't have a whole lot of negative experiences to share, unfortunately, which doesn't make for good banter. But I was telling you that the ghosting thing is definitely a thing. I mean, men come and go, and for whatever reason, they just disappear into thin air, which makes no sense. So we were talking, and we surmised maybe that they're not real. What I would say, right?
Yeah,
They're just not. Hence why I want the video and the picture and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, so you request these people to send you videos before you meet them?
Yeah, like I said, They have to send me something to prove who they are, because otherwise, I need proof. Period. End of story. There's too many people posing online that look amazing, and you do have to question: are they real? Like we were talking about the Snapchat filter shit, you know?
Yeah.
And you've even said that's happened to you.
Yeah.
People have thought you're fake.
Yeah, and I just have normal pictures.
No filters.
I don't have a filter on my phone, and this lady said, well, I asked her, hey, how do you get your wrinkles out? And she showed me on her phone. And then I showed her on my phone where there's no little icon that has a filter on it. And she goes, oh, I've never seen that before.
That's because your phone's from 1977.
They didn't make phones back then.
That's what you keep saying.
Yeah, because Apple came out with their touchscreen in 2008.
Oh, that one.
Because I'm the nerd, remember?
Oh, that's right, you are a nerd. Thank you for the little tidbit.
1977.
I don't know how to do that myself. So you can actually remove wrinkles from a photo. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, this girl showed me. There's an icon, like any picture that you take, there's an icon in the upper right-hand corner that just takes the wrinkles out of your face.
Really? This is just on her regular phone?
Yeah, it's on her regular phone.
So it's not Snapchat.
Well, that's because you have a phone from 1975.
An 80, thank you very much.
80. Now it's 80.
Oh, interesting. I mean, I understand when men bitch about that. I do see, even some guys actually do that every now and again, very, very rarely, but use the Snapchat filter. That's a weird thing, too, when men do, like, the mousy ears and shit.
Men do that? Oh, my God, that is just so not manly.
I'll have to show you sometime. Yeah, it's like, that's like, what?
Really? They would do
that? Yes. No disrespect if you want to be a mouse. I mean, if that's what you want to do, hey, have at it.
That's kind of a fun thing to do.
It's fun, but not when you're trying to meet someone. If you and I as friends did that, that's fun. If we sent each other mousy pictures, right?
Yeah,
who cares?
Not prospective dates.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, like that. Did you ever see that Disney app that came out where if you put the camera on yourself, you look like a Disney princess or Prince Charming character?
I did not see this app. No.
That was cool.
I apologize.
You look like a Prince Charming character.
Really?
Which is really cool.
It just superimposes your face with that or something like that?
Yeah, it goes with your expression too.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, you should try that.
I've always wanted to be a princess of Disney.
It's like a cartoon princess. It makes your face into that.
Okay, now I want to be a real princess.
Oh. Well, so then if you haven't had a lot of bad experiences...
Right, I haven't. They've been mostly positive.
To me, then you have a good filter, so to say, or a good... I don't know... What's the best thing to...
I'm very...
So how do I do that?
Particular. I filter them out, yeah.
Well, then how do I filter them out? When maybe they're really good at hiding stuff?
Well, you have to be a human detector in some respects. Can read people, which I think you can. Or no?
Yeah, normally I can read people, and I know if they have a problem. It depends on their facial expression or something.
Right.
But it's like initially, when you see a profile and it says they're single, and then you learn later, oh, they're married. I mean, how do you... That stuff you can't initially...
No. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not that good. How am I going to know? You know, I think that if you're talking to somebody and they're texting you only during the day, not at night, that's a good indicator, right? Because they're probably home with the spouse.
I don't know about that. Because I get that way sometimes.
I hadn't
Because
noticed.
I want to cook dinner, and a lot of times I want to relax, and sometimes maybe later at 9 o'clock I text.
Yeah.
Or if I'm not having my hands full using the daylight, I'm always fixing something in the house, or decorating for the holidays, or
Right.
because I'm single. I want something cheerful when I walk in the house,
Right.
instead of being depressed and
Right.
thinking, okay, what's wrong with me? Why aren't all these single people,
Clamoring for you?
yeah, wanting to get to know me?
Yeah. Well, because they're fucked up. They're lying. They have issues. Did you ever look at it in that way? Maybe it's not you, it's them.
Yeah, but so many people.
So many people are fucked up.
I don't know. I don't really buy that.
You don't.
No. I
Why?
can't see so many, because I come across so many people in the business world, so many people in the teaching world, so many students that I teach, or so many, even the people that are ghetto fabulous.
Who will we offend with that comment? I'm sure somebody will be offended. Jesus Christ.
Or even like I walk downtown and I pass through these, some of these condemned buildings, and people ask for handouts and stuff like that, and you talk with them and they're really nice.
I always do. I really do. Because they're just regular people. I feel for them.
I come across a lot of people.
Yeah. And more people should be that way. Because they're humans and look where they're at. It could be a lot worse, we could tell ourselves about a lot of things. But yeah, I'm in full agreement with that. It's all very interesting. I don't know. I don't think it's you. I think it's humble of you to not think it's you. To think that it is you, rather, is what I'm saying. Because most guys would be like, it's women or chicks are fucked up. It's not me. But you're like introspective and you're like wondering, what did I do? Why is no one talking to me? Why is no one interested in me? Maybe
Yeah.
you just haven't met the right person. Could it be that simple?
No, I mean there's people that were the right person.
But would they not still be here?
Well, they would.
Oh, okay.
If I don't know, maybe I did something wrong. Well, let me tell you about another date that I went on.
Please do. I would love to hear it.
That this girl I really wanted to be with,
Uh-huh.
and it just didn't work out.
Okay.
And it's kind of rare that I'm really into the girl, because I really try to find that connection,
Sure.
and I can never find that connection.
That's been pretty evident from our conversations, yeah.
So there's this one girl. Let me
Okay.
see. How do I describe her? She's probably 5'5". She had long blonde hair.
Okay.
Her last name was, well, I don't know if I should mention her last name.
Oh, geez.
But,
Sounds interesting.
No, I'll mention it anyways, because it's a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Her last name was Curtis.
Okay.
And I'm like, Curtis? We started talking about her last name.
Yeah.
And I went to school with a Curtis.
Okay.
And she actually, there was a girl in my class,
Okay.
and she had a brother. So she actually married her brother. And so indirectly, I knew who that person was.
Okay.
And that person was, kind of abusive. I knew his personality and everything else. And she has 2 kids with him, and he has a temper. And I kind of understand where she came from and why she got a divorce with him. And she seemed like a real nice girl. She was into marketing and everything else.
Okay.
And, we had a lot of things in common at the time. I owned a couple of businesses, and she was into marketing. And I did marketing. That's part of what my company did.
Okay. So you had commonality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually taught college courses.
Okay.
So while we were dating, I asked her, you don't have to do this, but can you be a guest speaker for me? Because I was teaching marketing classes
Okay.
at that time. And she goes, yeah, I'll be your... And then I kind of repeated, I don't want you to think that you're obligated because we're dating.
Yeah. Okay. To speak, you mean?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
to speak
Okay.
and everything. And
Okay.
she did it. She did a great job and
Good.
everything else. And, the principal sat in the class.
Okay.
And it's funny, all the students sat in the back rows, and me and the principal stood in the front row.
Okay.
I mean, she was a cute girl.
Yeah.
And after the lecture was done, after she left, after the students left, she goes, "Yeah, she did a really great job, and you picked a nice guest speaker." Because that was one of the criterias where we had to get guest speakers or guest people outside.
Okay.
And so the students can get a different perspective.
Sure, yeah.
And he goes to me, "You like this girl, don't you?" And I'm like, "Why do you say that?" Because I didn't speak that, or I didn't tell him that I liked her.
Yeah.
Or anything, or I
Didn't vocalize it.
Yeah, I didn't tell her that I was dating her or anything like that. He picked on that real quick.
Wow, must have been pretty evident.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
and your behavior, right? Yeah.
Well, not necessarily my behavior, probably her behavior too.
Okay, well, it takes two.
Yeah, because there was another instance. I don't know. I was just baffled that he just picked that up.
Yeah.
But there was another instance.
Talk about no one could reading people.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's like, wait, I was hiding that.
Thanks for outing me, goddammit.
You're not the marketing person. Okay, so there was another instance very similar.
Yes.
We went to a local pool hall and we started playing pool and everything else. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like, I was asking her, "Did you want a drink?"
Yeah.
And she goes, "Yeah." And then I was walking to the bar, and then we both just stood there, and we were looking each other up and down.
Oh. And
it's almost like we froze in our tracks.
Oh, love this.
And then the waitress walked by, and she goes, "You two should get a room." And I'm
Love.
like, so that kind of took me out of that moment, and I'm like, what?
Oh, God.
What just happened?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it seemed like she was into me, just like I was into her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, this is good. I mean, she's sexy.
She's sexy. Attraction. Mutual.
Yeah, and she had a great
Smart.
body. She had long blonde hair and everything else. And so we ended that date, and I take her home.
Okay.
And we're in a driveway because I pick her up.
Yeah.
We don't meet there.
Okay.
Because we've been dating probably long enough where she showed me where she lived, and I picked her up and drove her to wherever we would go. Mm-hmm. We found out that we have similar people that we know, which was nice. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I mean, besides her ex-husband, there was other people that she knew that we knew together.
Okay.
And that was really cool.
Okay.
We were both into marketing at the time.
Yeah. Good conversation between the two of you, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Assume? Yeah, okay, good.
So I drive up to her house, and it's time to let her go. And, she leans over for a kiss, and then I kiss her.
Yeah.
And this was probably one of the first times that somebody actually kissed very well.
Oh.
I mean, for me, a lot of people don't know how to kiss.
I know. That's your thing, isn't it?
That's my thing?
It's a thing.
Oh.
I don't know if it's your thing. Want to find out?
No. Wait, well, what do you mean by it's a thing?
I have encountered men that don't know how to kiss. It's so bizarre to me. I'm like, how do you not know how to kiss?
Yeah, it's like some people have bigger mouths than yours, and some of them just overlap your nose, and I'm like, what are you doing? Okay. Close your mouth and let's relax, and let me tickle your lips with mine, and the soft.
Oh.
And do the church tongue, not porn tongue.
What's the church tongue?
Church tongue is there's like a little bit of tongue that's in there. You gotta watch that one movie.
Oh, you scared me.
What?
As you will.
I scared you.
Well, you're gonna give me a stroke one of these days. What movie is that?
It's The Wedding Singer. No, wait a minute.
We just talked about
it is The Wedding Singer.
Yeah, I've seen
where
it.
Drew Barrymore, she talks about she likes church tongue, not porn tongue.
I need the definition ASAP.
You need to watch that movie. I know
I've seen it years ago.
It?
Well, I mean, not verbatim. It's been how many years since it came out? That's when I saw it.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Well, that's just what I'm referring to.
But what is it? Can I have the definition? Because I don't know what a church tongue is.
Well, it's not sticking your tongue all the way down their mouth. It's almost like your tongue is caressing their lips occasionally, and maybe slightly touching, and it's not, you're shoving it down their mouth.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of thing going on.
All right, I'm picking up what you're putting down. You can continue with your story. I get it. I get it.
And just people don't know how to kiss.
I know.
And she knew how to kiss, and we were kissing for a long time in the car.
Juicy. Love it.
And, I started to, rest my hand on her leg and everything else. And,
wow.
and eventually we stopped, and she went in because she has 2 boys.
Okay.
And
So she had to get inside.
yeah, she went inside, and I'm like, I had a great time, and it's actually going somewhere.
This was very exciting for you, I know. I can already tell.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, finally, somebody that's interested after all these years
Right.
of me being a virgin.
Please.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, but just trying to find, I don't know.
Connection.
Yeah,
Yeah, someone you want to be around.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was excited about for a
Sure,
change.
of course. Absolutely.
And that's the kind of relationship that everybody should look for.
Right.
Instead of opposites attract, what?
Easy. Nobody asked your opinion.
I know. No, I'm just kidding. But so I was kind of excited about this, and so I actually took the time to write a poem to her.
Oh, goodness.
And I wrote a poem, and it's not over the top. And I described in this poem that, I'm really interested in getting to know you and learning more about you, kind of thing. And,
Yes.
it's not like I want to marry you.
I'm
and
in
I
love
want
with
to
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's none of that kind of thing.
So it was mild but sweet, we'll say.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And I stuck a rose with it.
Oh.
Just a single rose.
What a nice sentiment.
And it took me a long time just to try to find a single rose out of season.
Really? Was it a red rose?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a red rose.
Okay.
And I wrapped everything up in, the poem into the rose, and I stuck it on her door.
Okay.
This is where it went downhill.
I'm waiting for the pitfall. It's coming?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear Lord. I usually I have a pretty good idea, and I have no idea what could have happened here. I'm dumbfounded.
Well, yeah, I was...
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, jeez.
So I drive up to her house. I've done this a couple of times. I've been to her house plenty of times.
We know that she's not married or anything like this, correct? She was single?
Yeah, I didn't see any man in there, and
Okay.
I knew the guy. I knew her ex-husband.
Okay.
Because I know he's an abusive kind of person.
Yeah,
so
that's what
I
you said.
understand why they split up.
Yeah.
I kind of felt comfortable.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I leave this package on her front door. Well, I actually hang it on the doorknob. It's not really a package. It's just a bag with a scroll with my poem in it and a rose inside of it. And I drive away. And while I'm driving, because this is when I come home after work.
Yeah.
And I purposely, painstakingly, I'm doing this during work, and I've taken all kinds of time and effort just to get this rose.
To make
and
sure
this
she's
poem.
happy and excited when she sees it.
Yeah, because I'm excited about where
Giving
this
it
is
to her.
going.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So after I leave, I'm like 5 minutes away. She gives me a call, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm driving home." It's like, "Well, did you do something wrong?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't. I don't think I did anything wrong. What are you referring to?" And she goes, "I'm referring to the package that's on my door."
She thinks it's a sympathy package. Or
No.
apology package, maybe.
No.
Oh, no? Oh,
No, because
okay.
we never had a fight or anything.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, it was progressing great. We had a long kiss
Right, you said.
and everything.
There
and
wasn't a church kiss. There was a church kiss. I don't even know. Anyways.
No, we're talking about church tongue instead of porn tongue.
Oh, sorry, church tongue. Apologies. Semantics. Same goddamn thing.
So, I'm going, "Okay, so what's the matter?" And she goes, "You know what you did." And then she keeps on going on. It's like, "No, what did I do?" And she goes, "Well, you trespassed on my property and you put a package, and my sons could have saw that." And I'm like, "Okay, so..." if your son saw a flower,
It's a bag, though, too.
It's a bag that's hanging on your
I'm
front
assuming
door.
like a shopping bag or something, right?
And she doesn't go out in and out of her front main door. She goes out of her side door
Okay.
because she lives in a house.
Okay.
And her garage is in the back.
Okay.
So
Fair.
So why would her kids go in the front door for some reason?
But even if they did.
And she...
Wherein lies the problem? I'm missing it.
So she describes it further. She goes, I saw you drive up, I saw you walk in my property and put something on my door, and then I saw you walk away. And I'm like, well, I wanted to surprise you with a nice gift because I like where our relationship is going, and I think you're a great person. And she goes, well, I don't think I want to date you anymore because my sons could have saw what you did, and you trespassed on my property without calling me first and doing this and that and the other thing. And I'm also thinking in the back of my head,
sweet Jesus.
So does the UPS guy and the FedEx guy have to call you first?
Are the cops called on them? Right, exactly.
Yeah. Or does the mailman get into trouble when they go on your property and give you letters?
Yeah. What in the holy fuck?
And she knows who I am, and she knows some of the people that
you know. You're not a stranger that she met like 3 weeks or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, okay, we've been dating for a couple months now. So I thought, she would have gotten more comfortable. I don't understand that one.
Oh my
it's
God.
like, why would you be so...
Wow.
So I'm not allowed to surprise you with a gift?
I can usually come up with some kind of reasoning for something. I'm baffled with that one. The only thing that I would pop into my mind immediately on that is that she had to have had someone else. And maybe he was there, he could have been there, he would have seen you. That's my first initial thought. Now, I don't know.
Yeah, but there was no other car when I drove up.
Maybe she's thinking in hypotheticals. What if he thinks he can do this all the time? What if the other guy I'm seeing is here and says, like, what the fuck? That's what I think.
Well, then she should have been truthful that we weren't dating and she was just dating around.
Right.
And I thought this was going somewhere.
I agree. But we agree that people aren't truthful. Hence the podcast, because we're trying to figure things out, right? We're baffled.
So. Yeah, I don't know. That's just stupid.
Well, yeah,
it's like
stupid.
You do a background check, and I'm not. I've never been in jail. I'm not a known molester or anything. And I mean, I don't have a track record of too much of anything.
Too much
of anything.
Let's not
bad.
elaborate on that. Yeah, that's an interesting one. It's no wonder you have a podcast about this kind of stuff. You've been through the ringer.
It just gets
some
worse
crazy
from there.
things, like really crazy stuff.
Oh, it just gets worse from there.
And
you
like
thought
that.
the Chin lady was bad. That she stalked me.
Yes.
There was another stalker too.
Oh, let's hear about the other stalker.
You want to learn about that, or
Of
you want
course
to
I
hear
do.
about the other dates?
I want to hear about them all. They're all very interesting.
What about you?
No, let's talk about you. Let's keep it going. It's interesting. I don't have any bad experiences. They're all positive.
You have to. I mean, there's got to be a lot of jerks that come across you that, like I said in the other podcasts, where men just want to have sex with you immediately.
Yeah, but I don't.
Seeing you.
Right, but I don't.
That's got to be annoying.
No, I mean it's what's the word? It's not attractive. What am I looking for? It's oh god, I can't think of the word. No, it's like, okay, I mean, I get it. I'm awesome. I'm fun. I'm sexy. Yeah, I get it. It might turn me off if I wanted something more, but most of the time I didn't. Or
Yeah.
most of the time I didn't.
Well, see, on the same note, you think all guys are like this, and they're not.
Or like what?
Or like those guys that just come up to you and say, "Hey, you're gorgeous. Say, let's go
have
out.
sex."
Let's have sex.
Right.
Let me send you a dick pic."
You and your dick pics.
I don't know.
You keep talking about these dick pics.
Well, see,
You're
but
obsessed.
but I hear a lot of women that get those.
They send them. Yeah, and I think my immediate thought is it might be like, oh god, that's a nice dick. But then I'm like, why do you have that in your phone? How many people have seen this picture? That's usually what I think.
That's what you think?
Well, sure, because it's not. Well, do you think it was taken exclusively for me?
Yeah.
No, please, no. Absolutely not. No. No. That's not true. No.
Why, they send it to 20 other people?
Sure. Absolutely. Men have a plethora of dick pics in their phone.
I don't have any.
I was going to say. I believe you, too. Ironically, I do believe you. I think you should get one.
No.
I'm kidding.
No, I don't want my member out in public.
Your member. Oh my God, help me.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, everybody will get turned off then.
Oh, stop it. Oh, dear Lord. What a treat this has been.
Yeah, well, I can talk about other dates since you don't have any.
Yeah, I'll think on that, okay? How's that? We'll make a deal. I'll think on it.
Yeah, because I thought you had a good one with that married police officer.
Oh, I can tell that. Okay, I can reiterate that. Oh, gosh. So, but see, honestly, too, that doesn't really, it's not in the same vein in the things that you tell me.
But you're still, in a sense, dating him.
I was dating him, yeah. I met him on, am I allowed to say where I met him?
Go ahead.
Okay, I met him on Tinder. And police officer, military guy. He said he was polyamorous, which I had no idea what that was. I wasn't super interested in at first, and he told me he was married. He was upfront about it. Like within the first day we talked for a couple hours. And I had just dealt with someone else from Tinder that had been married, the guy we spoke of in the other a couple hours ago. So I was like, you know what? I had a bad experience. I have a bad taste in my mouth. I really don't want to be involved with the married guy. No disrespect. I'm just kind of want fun right now. You're really cute. It's all good. And he was like, I respect that. But he kept not pushing, but he was very persistent because he wanted me. He was interested. So we kept talking. Well, he did. We kept talking, and one thing led to another, and I'm like, he had me sucked all the way in. So I'm like, okay, he's interesting, whatever. And he's like, my wife knows, it's whatever. And I believed him. I believed he was very honest. He seemed very straightforward, which, is neither here nor there, really, I suppose, at the end of the day. He's still married. But we started to date. We dated for 5 months. I saw him once or twice a month. I think I saw him probably twice a month for 5 months. And he comes over one night. We have a great time. We did go out that night. He left something here. I messaged him and said, you left this here. And he said, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. He said, I'll see you tomorrow or the next day. And I have not heard from him since. Gone. So now I ask you, where did he go? What happened to him? Where is he?
He went with his wife. Right?
But my thing is, like I told you, why can't he tell me that? Where is the harm in being honest about it? And telling me what I did wrong, quote unquote, what I did wrong. Why can't you tell me that?
Oh, why?
He was older than me, too. It's like, you're not mature enough to tell me?
Why did he ghost you?
Yeah. I never did one thing wrong. You can't just say, I'm sorry, A, B, C, and D, I'm out.
Well, because for me, it's obvious because, if he's still with his wife and he's having a relationship with his wife,
yeah,
he's hiding his phone or the tones that come out of his phone that would indicate that, who's calling you at this hour?
But I never called him. That's you're missing the point.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Didn't even text him?
No.
Didn't even ask?
I mean, he would text me sometimes, and I would wait a day or two and then get back with him and text him. So that's, I guess, texting him, but it's really in reply to him. But no, I didn't text him. No, I never called him. We never spoke we never once spoke on the phone. So that's not it.
Oh, well.
Right?
The cop military guy, he doesn't want any evidence leading to the fact that he's cheating on his wife.
He said that she knew, though. So you're saying you didn't believe she knew?
No, I think that's a lie.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm gullible.
Because the detective that he is, he's erasing his his breadcrumbs.
His breadcrumbs. Maybe. I mean,
maybe his wife, had a hold of his phone, or maybe his kids play with games on his phone. Who knows?
Well, he had one child, and she was like 25.
Oh.
Yeah, he was older than me. He was like 51 or something.
And clearly they weren't having enough sex in order for him not to do it.
That was the thing from the start. He said that she had some kind of issues and it was on medication and wanted no sex. And I'm like, okay. who knows? I mean, I could analyze it to death, which is what we do here, but it makes no sense to me. At the end of the day, if we've learned anything, let people know. Just let them know.
Or maybe he found somebody else.
Yeah, well,
Or maybe he had too many women.
I don't know. He said he wasn't a bed hopper. I believed that. Maybe gullible.
Oh.
I mean,
It's like, well, man, that guy's not a cheater and cheat on his wife.
I know. At the end of the day, that's how you have to see it. Well, he is married and he's fucking me, so he's got to be fucking other people, right? You would think. I don't know. I don't know. It's baffling. I really don't know. I honestly don't know.
And you only saw him like, what did you say?
So 5 months.
Twice a month?
Twice a month. Yeah. He'd be in town and he'd come and see me.
Is that enough time and attention? I mean, aren't men more horny than that? Than just twice a month?
He lived in a different state.
Or is he like too old he can't get it up enough?
No, that was not an issue.
Oh, he lived in a different state.
He was in Pennsylvania.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he was in Pennsylvania. Which is not far, but he would come and see me. He'd be in between, I think, like Massillon or something. And he would come in when he was in town. So
wow.
That could have certainly been a factor.
Yeah, that would have been a project just to have an excuse to go out.
Well, I
and
said,
say, "Hey, wife, I'm going to go out on a trip."
No. He would come and see me when he was on military training near me.
Oh, so that's a perfect.
He never came and saw me from his house.
Oh my god.
Oh god, stop it! You're terrible.
Okay, so he's
Jesus Christ. But I mean, can we say that's terrible? Not compared to your experiences.
To me, that's
it's just ghosting.
Bad. I know that's ghosting, but cheating on his wife, maybe not communicating that maybe I'm not interested anymore because we don't have that relationship anymore. I'm going to start dating other people.
But there again.
But the way you describe it, he's still living with his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, he claimed to love her immensely. I mean, he would talk about her, which was completely unnecessary to me. I'm like, I don't really need you to talk about her. Why are you doing that? Yeah, I don't know. It's just...
so I don't know. He's trying to have a relationship with you, but...
I mean, yeah, it seemed that way. He was treating me like a girlfriend, and he even said that kind of lifestyle, which again I'm not familiar with. No disrespect to anybody listening that is a poly or whatever it is. I just don't understand that. To me, it's like an excuse to cheat. That's how I look at it. It's like a label to be able to cheat, to make it okay. That's how I see it. Mm-hmm. I don't know though. That's going to offend people, I'm sure, but that's how I see it. So. Yeah, me neither. I don't know. I really don't. It all comes down to communication. Just be honest.
Well, at least I'm glad you had a lot of good experiences.
I did. Yeah.
Maybe it's just me. That's like...
No.
I don't know.
You're awesome. Why would it be you? And plus, you're so open and honest about stuff. That's the kicker of it all. You'd think women would be clamoring to be with you.
No, not really. Because I'm not, I don't know. I'm not...
Forward?
No, it's almost like some people just want a challenge. They just want, the chase.
Really?
You know what I mean?
I do, actually. Yeah, I know that. Uh-huh. A lot of women are like that, for sure.
And I'm like, I want to just have a nice conversation. I want to have fun. I'm not interested in the drama.
Not right. Be normal.
If you're really not interested in me, then I'm okay.
Right. Just let me know. Just let me know.
If you are, then okay, let's have fun.
Yeah. It seems like such a difficult concept.
But it's almost like people are heightened from the drama. It's like it's like the forbidden fruit that you can't have.
We always want that.
And we're causing people to work for it now. Mm-hmm. It's like, what are you rejecting me? And then all of a sudden you're coming towards them because you're rejecting them.
Yeah, but most people are attracted to that, men and women. I feel like maybe you're not. And
I'm not.
No, I know you're not. I mean, I know you're not, but I'm saying I feel that maybe the reasoning behind you not being is because you've had such shitty experiences. You're like beaten all the way down. Literally. I mean... I don't know. That's how I see it, which is sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I guess so.
It is.
Yeah, I've had some, I don't know,
You have to just laugh at these experiences that you've had. They're something else.
Yeah, they're funny to tell, but if you get into a real serious loving relationship, it really kills you inside.
To be fucked over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that certainly makes sense, and we've all been there. No one can, argue that.
Yeah, but I don't know if most people have truly felt that they were loved and loved in return.
No, that's probably not the case.
It's almost
always like a one-sided thing.
Yeah, it's almost like the other movie I can refer to is Moulin Rouge.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
The writer wanted love and a love in return, and he found that, and then he lost it, and his whole life was just destroyed.
How did he lose it?
She actually died of some kind of cancer that they couldn't cure.
Okay, that's tragic. It's a musical, right?
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that movie.
You do?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the music that was put together, some of it was a little awkward, where there's an older man singing like a virgin.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like, oh, my God,
That's
is like the
cringy.
worst. Yeah. It's like this old man
That's cringy.
not talking or not singing like Madonna.
Yeah. Cringy.
So that was a little awkward, but...
But it's the story that's
the
good,
story,
compelling.
the whole story was put together very well.
Well, the best stories that are typically ever told are love stories. They always end in tragedy, in my experience anyways.
Yeah, like The Wedding Singer.
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh my gosh, you gotta watch that.
Oh, whatever.
So we'll talk about more dates
Yeah.
in the next episode.
Yeah. Bye.